Welcome everybody. This is my tutorial done with the Lush by Colourpop palette. If you would like to learn how to achieve this look, just continue watching. Alright, hello everyone. I am going to do a quick eye look tutorial with the Colourpop palette Lush. This is definitely one of my favorite palettes that they have recently come out with. It's bright and fun, and a lot of you guys have this palette, so I figured this would be a good one to choose to do a tutorial with, because if you guys would like to recreate it, you don't have to go out and buy a new palette. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started here. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with just a small blender brush. This is a Urban Decay. It's just a small one that came in one of my palettes. It's one of my favorite go-to brushes actually, but I like it because it does have like the shorter bristles on it and it's easier for blending. So I'm gonna go in with the color Eco, which is this top one here, for basically a good transition color. So I usually like to go back and forth between each eye to basically make it so that it stays even throughout the whole eye look, and that way I'm not trying to go back after doing the first one and trying to recreate it. So it's easier for me to go back and forth from one eye to the next. With this color, I'm kind of concentrating it on my inner like lid and crease, and I kind of square it off there in the inner area right here. It makes it easier for me to go in and do a cut crease later. It's just a personal preference for my eye shape. So once I get that color in there, I think I'm going to go ahead and transition that to a different color on my out lid there. I think I'm gonna go in with Nani, which is this color down here. So I'm gonna take that color and basically do the exact same thing I did, but just on the other side of the lid here. Sort of transition that color from the first one we used so it doesn't have a harsh line. And then go in on the other side and recreate that. I really enjoy Colourpop products. They are extremely affordable and they blend so well, and their color payoff is absolutely amazing. I have not yet found another brand that has all of these qualities in them and that doesn't break the bank. So alright, so now that I've got those colors on, I'm gonna, I guess, try to go deepen up the outer lid, outer corner with, I believe, Eden, which is this chocolate brown color here in the corner. And I'm just gonna take that and put it right into the corner here. And I'm going to kind of pack it into the crease as well as bringing it down onto the lid. And I am using the same brush for all this. I'm kind of just cleaning it off in between colors with a brush cleaner. So far, I'm really enjoying the color story. I usually, when I start doing an eye look, I have no idea where I'm going with it, and this is one of those times. So I'm just kind of going with how the feeling is going, I guess. I don't know, it's just letting it flow, letting the process happen. Use all of the powder on my face. I put that down obviously to ensure I don't get a bunch of fallout all over. However, I don't usually have a lot of fallout on the face with Colourpop for the most part, which is another good benefit from them. Okay, so now that I've got kind of the outline of a look so far, I am going to go ahead and do a half cut crease so I can kind of put in a little bit of a shimmer on that inner lid. So I'm going to go ahead. I am using the Fenty Beauty concealer in the color 105. I'm just putting some of that on the back of my hand here and using a flat. This is by Luxe and Willow. It doesn't have a number. It's just like a really flat. It's a good, perfect for concealer and using it on the cut crease there. So I'm going to go ahead and dip into that. And what I usually do is I will start on that inner lid and go right above where that crease is, where my natural crease is, just slightly above it. So that way it is more noticeable. When you're doing a cut crease, I personally want it to pop. That's the whole point. So I go slightly above my natural crease, and then I go ahead and fill that in. I kind of just brought it out to probably about halfway across my lid, and then do the same on this side. I don't usually use this concealer for a cut crease. I probably should have used one that I use more frequently, like a Tarte tape or Shape Tape, which is a lot more popular, well-known for doing cut creases, but this was handy here. So I'll go in with this. Alright, so now that I have the basic outline of my cut crease, I'm gonna go in with a fluffy blending brush. You see here, this is a Sigma E40, and I just use this typically to go in and soften that up. And it just makes it easier to blend that corner color. It makes it so that the eyeshadow doesn't get super clumpy with the product. So I just kind of blend it on the outside here. So then after I get that all blended, or softened up at least, I'm going to go back in with the chocolatey brown Eden color down there in the corner, and take that and go back along this line to kind of transition that a little bit. doing it more in a packing motion. Alright, then to do that center lid color, I am going to take a Colourpop E24, which is one that I use pretty frequently when I'm doing a cut crease or a half cut crease to apply that color in the inner lid. I'm going to go in with Wildlife, which is like this shimmery gold color. And I'm going to use that to add that pop of shimmer in there, along with these other really nice mattes. So go ahead and load the brush up. And then once again, I'm taking this in a patting motion. And just following that line that we made with the concealer. That pops really nicely. I'll go back with this. And like I said, just patting it. Don't do a whole lot of swiping motions because you don't want to wipe off that concealer that we laid down. And then just softly tap it into that transition into the brown. Then I'm going to take that brown again back on that Urban Decay brush and work on softening that transition from the gold shimmer to that corner. Here. I am actually pretty happy with how that came out. Those colors look really bold and bright. So I'm going to go ahead and pop on some liquid liner and pencil liner and some lashes, and I will show you the final look. Thanks.